BFDI and II 2026 tour here in LA. All the cosplays are just, we say it all the time, unbelievable. You all continue to impress us. And the reactions backstage, we just get such a kick out of. Really happy you enjoyed the episodes. Is everyone ready to get to the Q&A? All right, without further ado, the creator of BFDI, Michael Wong. We have the creator of BFDI, Carrie Wong. We have the writer and director of Teapot, Sam Thornbury. We have the voice of 3 and microphone, and Mitch Players. We have writer and director of Inanimate Insanity, Brian Koch. We have a writer and songwriter for both shows, Benjamin Cross. And we have songwriter for both shows, Anthony Koss. All right, everyone take a seat. We are going to do a very quick intro of who we all are, and then we're going to jump right to the Q&A. We see we have a lot of questions, so we're excited. We'll start with Michael. Yes, welcome. Hello, my name is Michael. And in 2008, I created a YouTube channel called Jack and Jellyby, and you might know me as the voice of Pencil from BFDI.
Hi everyone, I'm Michael's brother Carrie. I drew the first BFDI comics back in 2008, and I also voiced a very pretty character.
Hi guys, I'm Sam. I run and direct Teapot, and wow, I voice 9.
Hi everyone, my name is Edmonds Cranes and I voice microphone and I also am 3 from BFDI.
My name is Brian, writer director for Inanimate Insanity, and also the voice of Fan from Inanimate Insanity.
Hi, I'm Ben. I'm a writer on Inanimate Insanity. I've done some songwriting for both shows, and I'm the voice of Balloon on Inanimate Insanity! I'm Anthony Koss. I'm also a songwriter for both shows, and I did the new pencil song that was in the episode.
I'm Adam. I'm the creator of Inanimate Insanity, and I'm the voice of Test Tube. So we're going to jump right to the Q&A. We have a microphone here, 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 and here. We just ask one question per person so we can get through as many as we can. If you have anything to give to the panelists of any kind, feel free to leave it with the microphone attendants. And yes, we just ask no one come up on stage, and we will start right over here.
How much movie content will there possibly be in the next episode of BFDI? I love it a lot. I'm cosplay desert.
Oh, more Ruby content. Oh, Ruby. I feel like I'm pushing for Ruby to join some like All-Star season maybe, because I feel like she needs more. Right now she's glowing green, and now she's glowing blue. Now red. Now she's on the yellow. Oh my god.
Where do I go?
But yeah, I do want Ruby to have another chance because she's never made it past like final 9 or something. Thank you for your question.
Thank you. Yeah, right over here.
Brian, no, I'm kidding. That's not my question. So I have a backup question because this is a bit too spoilery for you guys to announce. But are we ever going to see more of Ghostbow and Bo's or Ghostbow and Bot's original like relationship, how they met and how their original relationship was?
Oh, 100%, yeah. So a flashback to when Bot
Yes. That is definitely a missing piece of the puzzle, and I'm really happy with. Well, I mean, the way Ben, you wrote their interaction in that episode. If you want to speak on that a little bit as well, you can. I mean, I just think, yeah, we will get to that piece of the puzzle though, in terms of how that initial interaction happened. But I think it was super subversive the way it started.
Oh yeah, I did write that episode, but I remember the idea coming from you, Adam, that we should kind of cut into them already having kind of established a connection to each other.
I think everyone was expecting this big moment of like, oh my god, the reveal of how they met. But I thought it was a kind of a fun thing to just kind of drop you right into it of like, oh, they actually have a good relationship. We're gonna see, like Brian said, that piece of the puzzle in the future. But
Great question. Thank you.
thank you so much. Yeah, and right up here.
Okay, so you see that black hole, the way he gets bigger is by sucking things up, right? And in BFDI, he's huge. So did he did he accidentally suck up like a bunch of things in order to get that big, and does he regret it?
Well, I found he needed help opening that
And Black Hole was there to offer that help. Unfortunately, it was not well appreciated. I think black holes are best kept far away. I think we love Black Hole. Black Hole. Black Hole.
Black hole save me.
What is happening?
W song.
Thank you for your question.
And right over here.
Oh, I'm a huge clock fan, and I was wondering why in BFDI we were forgotten. And I watched it since 2021. That's been a huge passion for me. And I see how it's important to his character in Teapot. But did you already have that pre-planned out, or?
Oh, about Clock?
Yeah, Clock.
And like, oh, is this about like why Clock wasn't seen for like a few episodes?
Yeah, because Ford killed him. On the note in the exit, it says that. And I was trying to know why Ford did that.
Oh, I mean, I think we were planning on having Clock, like, I guess the sort of feeling ignored was going to be part of his arc. But I think that we hadn't really thought of like why Ford would do that. I think Ford just sometimes kills people and he just has an impulse, you know? So I think there's really no explanation.
Guilty as charged.
Thank you. Yeah, and right over here with Suitcase. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Suitcase.
Oh my gosh, it's Suitcase.
Oh, we can't quite hear you, sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm really nervous.
Okay.
I have mild to moderate bilateral hearing loss, and I really like seeing hearing loss representation in media. So I was just wondering about inanimate insanity. Do you think any inanimate insanity characters would have hearing loss or would use hearing aids?
That's a really good question. I know if that is something we want to explore in the show, we'll definitely not shy away from showing it on screen. I think that's something we like to say all the time.
Well, I think, yeah, we like to see characters that all kind of have different things going on about them, and
Oh, well, I just also wanted to add on that, you know, now that we've seen our contestants are leaving the island that they've been on the entire time, they're kind of venturing out to the outside world, there might be all kinds of crazy, well, not crazy, but lots of characters out there, zany characters out there that they might meet who might have all kinds of qualities. And
yes, and they will learn more about who they are too, which will be really exciting. So look forward to that. But it's a really great question. Thank you.
Sure, we even got a peek at tissues in this episode because they talked about Miko and designing the environment to make his allergies flare up. And we see that shot on the boat of him finally taking a deep breath in. How much of it was the character versus what he was made to be for the show? So we're going to get to that in the future too.
Very true, very true.
also, just amazing suitcase.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, everybody. Suitcase right here. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye, Suitcase.
And right over here.
Our favorite all-time characters? Ooh. I think if I could pick a character that isn't on my show, I feel like I'm gonna pick Doe from Inanimate Insanity. I also like One Piece Space Princess from Adventure Time, and they feel very similar.
I feel like I've given like a few different answers over the years, but I think the truthful answer is Leafy. Leafy is just my favorite.
I'm a huge fan of Toilet as such a silly fun character.
I'm gonna give a shout out to a new character in this episode, Melon, played by a very special guest that we had. Yes, oh, I see, already has fans. Fantastic.
Genuinely, like me from Chorus or Yellowface, like Yellowface sucks. Purpleface is way better.
You're important too, Purple Face.
Yeah, and I'll give a shout out to, Meatbone 4. Thank you so much. Yeah, and right up here.
So my favorite characters are Mango Steam from Spoiled Lemon and Snare Drum, and I was wondering if like any of the Spoiled Lemon band members or Dave viewers are ever gonna get any merch.
Ooh, merch for those characters. Well, I will tell you, Spoiled Lemon and also like the characters surrounding the periphery of Spoiled Lemon are a big part of the next episode, as you might be able to tell based on what kind of Starfruit sets up. And yeah, we have some cool guests. I mean, I already mentioned Jesse Flower, who's the voice of Madeline in this episode. We also have Lauren Lopez with Strawberry of Starkid fame. Starkid with 2 quests right now, and you can see it open this weekend. Crazy timing. Both really wonderful to work with, so you look forward to them. Hopefully, merch.
We'll say, well, merch would be cool, but episode 7 will be playing next week in Chicago.
That's
so
right.
That'll be really fun.
You heard it here first. That's an announcement. That's an exclusive.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and right up here.
Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. My question was basically, where is civilization in your now? Because basically the only people we see in that show are the contestants in each season, and we never see anyone else. And like, when the world ends after 19, like 15, sorry, I forgot. How is the rest of the world? Because obviously, they're the only.
Sorry if I interrupted, but I was just gonna say, I mean, there's a whole long lost Yoil city, and that's a civilization that used Yoilese to speak. So, I mean, I guess they're gone now, but there has been, the way I like to think of it is like, I heard this like conspiracy that Minecraft is like a post-apocalyptic game, and maybe BFDI is the same.
What do you think?
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your question.
Yeah, right over here.
Onion burger, yeah. Onion burger calls it all, bro.
Oh, sorry, can you go a little bit closer? Thank you.
So this is maybe for those people from So I was wondering, what was your idea to have Paper and OJ be dating? This would just be like, ooh, that's good to be dating, or like that.
Also, what's about how my foreign fashion?
I mean, I feel like we've felt that OJ and Paper have a very deep and personal connection for a while now. I mean, wanting to return to them as characters. I think part of why it took a while is just they weren't really like relevant in like after season 1, like season 2, season 3. So that's why it was fun to kind of wrap back around to them in the movie. And actually, the storyline that they had in the II movie, I remember. I mean, like I probably talked to you about it, Ben, for like years of like kind of wanting to get into just how OJ kind of has a bit of this ego thing, and Paper's always very helpful, but Paper's like, it's like a little bit of a struggle. So it was nice to see that character development and the continued character development, of course, here. And seems like you enjoy when the characters can't think on the reaction that we are. So we're very happy to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it was like really great in the season 2 finale to have the moment of them like kind of showing that relationship, because the whole story was about how they were all made to be a certain way, and it felt really nice to show romance has never been a part of II very much up to that point. So it was nice to be a clear like they're going in their own direction, which I thought was great. Brilliant question 4. The real 4. I'm speaking to the real 4. Thank you so much, and right here.
Hello, my name is Lucius, and my question is about Anatomy Center. So I noticed that Poppy and Melon have the same guitar, and I was wondering, is it like how maybe like Cobbs really liked Melon in his life, and that transferred to Poppy, like how their Cobbs' mechanical skills So how does that work?
You're watching the show on another level, my friend. You are doing really good. I say keep paying attention to details like that because it'll really pay off for you. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely going to delve more into that character, and obviously there's a lot more to be revealed about Poppy as well. But yeah, Adam, did you want to say something?
I was just gonna say that I think they shop at the same, store or something.
There you go.
I like that a lot better. And yeah, I think you're probably on the right track compared to me. So.
Yeah, it's just because I was thinking, like, because I'm also really interested in Steve Jobs and causes based off of. And Melon reminds me of John Lennon, who Steve Jobs liked. So I was wondering if it was that sort of correlation.
Wow, someone's read the biography. Yeah. And Walter Isaacson.
That's actually also why I asked yesterday about the band and what the band was based off of. Because I originally thought it was based off of Beatles because Melon had the same glasses.
That's wow. You're really paying attention. Hats off to you. No, yeah, keep paying attention for sure. I think there's never any one-to-one, but like, yeah, those influences are always fun to spot. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and right over here.
Hi, me. Oh. Hi guys. First of all, awesome episode. We don't trust the Melon, but okay. This might be wishful thinking for me, but I noticed Pepper, she referred to the purple corn as feminine pronouns. Is that just like her interpretation, or is that like?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think they just don't really know who this character is yet. So right now it's just sort of ambiguous. But yeah.
No, I was going to say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
We're seeing it all from the contestant's point of view. So we're going to get into probably the actual answer to that character in the future. So stay tuned.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
And right over here.
I'm sorry, I'm really nervous. Why do the contestants think his next suit is disgusting, especially when
Why do they think Pin's mech suit is disgusting?
Why do they think that this thing is disgusting?
I am absolutely not disgusting. And I agree. I'm QnA, by the way.
Thank you, Queenie. Anyway, I think they're just jealous. I think they all want a mech suit, but they can't get one, so they just insult Pin.
And that is not okay.
Thank you for your question.
And right over here.
says something about not all aliens having tasty skin. I was just wondering, could you maybe give me some examples on how like their skin tastes?
It's a good question. Wait, hang on. Honestly, I think only 14 knows. I think 14 is the local expert on how they taste. Well, I was gonna say a fun fact that I learned about fruits is that like half of the vitamins and minerals of an apple are in the apple skin. So maybe 14's like, oh, most of the nutrients are in the skin, so that's why the tastiest.
I mean, so far we know that some likes seeing the texture, and now we know that 14 likes the taste. Maybe someone soon will like the smell. Maybe the other senses are all going to be shown. I don't know, but yeah.
It won't take 14 more screen time to find that out.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Cheers.
Right over here.
Hello, I had a question, but I think this one overrules the one. But I really want to know, because she's one of my favorite characters. Is that a new Cabby plush?
This little thing here. Well, yes, you're correct. It is the new Cabby plush, and I'm biased, but I think the design is updated, and now the files are stuffed. So we're hoping
Casey Landon with the Cabby.
We're hoping that Cabby 2.0 will be on sale next month. We're working on it, but don't show it up here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And right up here.
This question's for Carrie and Michael. Why is Gracie's voice based off the girls from the Teen Girl Squad from Homestar Runner?
Teen Girl Squad.
I can't do the voice, but yeah, that's the show from Homestar Runner, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it might be a coincidence.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I think Braceley's voice was just like, oh, I already voiced like 8 characters and I don't really have any normal voices left in my voice bank.
Oi, I can sound like Teen Girl Squad!
I just felt like that was the last voice I could muster.
Also, that is a deep pool, Teen Girl Squad. I just remembered a reference from it.
So good!
Any Homestar Runner knowers will know that phrase.
Wait, thank you for your question.
And right over here.
This is kind of a dumb question, but it was requested by my little brother at home. So Penny mentions that she's only friends with people who are pretty, and at one point, Courtney mentions that Pin and Spongy are super tight, which implies they're friends. And in a non-romantic or ship way, does Pin think Spongy is pretty?
Spongy is objectively pretty.
I think the logic could be like, Spongy, helps clean things up, like in the kitchen. He makes kitchens sparkle. So she senses that, like, that sparkly nature of Spongy makes him look sparkly too.
Thank you so much.
That's actually a good question.
Hi, first of all, I want to thank Ms. Courage for doing a fantastic job at portraying 3. And
Thanks so much.
How did the first 20 contestants of BFDI Season 1 meet?
How did the contestants meet? Oh, you're right. I think what I've sort of been headcanoning is that golf ball and tennis ball met each other at a sporting goods store. And they were the last 2 sports balls to not be bought. Like, someone bought the basketball, someone bought the football, and they were the last 2 to stay. And they're like,
Well, I guess we have to become friends.
and then they become really close after that.
What about like the other? Where is that?
Oh, I think historians have to do some research. We still don't know yet, but we'll do research.
Thank you. Yeah, right over here.
Now this question is towards Michael and Carrie. I have this in my notes. Despite already being a teenager, how come in early BFDIA, infant gelatin knew how to walk, talk, read, have already teenage vocals, no complex words, and somehow have no consciousness?
Yeah, Michael and Carrie, how?
I think gelatin is just very precocious. Well, objects, they just don't have the same life cycle as humans. We already know because
Golf ball am over 1 billion years old.
I think gelatin is the inverse.
Yeah, I would just say the same thing. Like, objects don't age the same way that humans do. They sort of just spontaneously spawn and exist in the world fully formed.
So, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Right up here.
Okay, so this is a question about IDFB. So correct me if I'm wrong, but since like the season, it's voting, it's gonna be the viewers voting for contestants to be let out of the LOL, right?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like a pretty character and like character-driven season without competition. So are there any storylines you're probably gonna expand on in IDFB?
I think it's a lot of storylines that we wrote 10 years ago that maybe these days, now that we've gotten older, like, we don't want to use anymore, so we're sort of like replacing them with new ones. I think a big one we want to explore is like why golf ball went into the Science Museum. I feel like it's been a mystery for so long, and IDFB would not be complete until we address that. So there's that. Yeah. Thank you.
Right over here.
I don't understand what you're fan, and will the BFDI contestants ever meet the T-pop contestants with the Algerians? Also tell me why I said hello.
Well, I want to meet original contestants.
I think it's really funny because Money is the one contestant who is trapped on Nightmare Island and will not get to meet anyone.
We definitely want to like show more of the BFDIE characters, you know? I mean, I feel like a lot of them have a lot of missed, opportunities to explore. So yeah, I definitely want to see more of them, and I want to see more of them interact with the OGs as well. So yeah, and not in the first 5 seasons though, maybe something else. Yeah.
I know Sidewalkie wants to meet everyone so he can crush them!
Thank you. Right over here.
So, hold on. I have 3 questions for Michael and Frank.
Just ask your best question. Yes, just the one.
Okay. What would happen if, what would happen if one didn't show 3 the powers?
If one didn't show 3 the power, what would happen?
I mean, around
She'd
that
be too
time,
powerful for
Monster
him, good,
Innovation was
out of
really just to try to make any connection. So I think if it wasn't 3, it probably just would have been another Algebraian that was like in the grasslands. So maybe it would have been like maybe 6 or 7.
Are we for real? Are we for real? Let them. Oh my god, bro.
It could have been talking like 10 or something. So I think it's really good enough for you. Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much. Cheers.
Thank you. Yeah, right over here.
So, I have a question about the visitors and about Katie. So when one gets defeated, where will Katie go? Because she's erased from existence.
What do you mean when? It's not a guarantee, right?
I mean, we don't know if she's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, well, in Teapot 24, we saw that Katie wasn't fully gone. So I would say just stay tuned for 25, and you might get some answers. Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything just yet. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's a great place. Thank you so much. Cheers.
Right up here.
Okay, so,
Who do you think is the strongest character right now to win Teapot? Because there's a lot of stuff going around. You have to defeat one. So who do you think is just the strongest character to win Teapot?
Well, I feel like I
want Tennis to win.
for any character that's still in, just because, people are still wanting to see how it plays out, and I don't want, what I say to affect that. But I feel like that the contestants who are eliminated, I don't know, maybe Pillow, she's very ruthless. You got booed,
Yeah, I mean, I also just think that, because of everything they've been through, I think that the people that make the merge at Teapot are gonna really earn that power, So I think I'm honestly fine with any of them winning. I think that we can make a good, compelling story for any of the 10. So yeah, I'm excited with whichever way it goes. But yeah, I think right now there are some characters who are maybe more popular, but that could always change. Honestly, there are some characters who are out now who we thought were gonna get to the very end just based on the votes, like Winner, for example, and then that didn't happen.
I wish Winner stayed in. That would have been so cool.
It's in their name.
They were one of my favorite characters.
Thank you so much.
No, half
I just think that if every single marker from Find the Markers teamed up, they could get Marker to win. That was my answer. Thank you.
Those are open brothers and sisters.
Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna go right up here.
I'm 2, and I'm a bit nervous, but for my question, if one actually recovered 3 and turned back to normal, will the Algebraians still trust him?
So would they still trust her? Is that what you said?
I'm gonna give a light no.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she might have already caused too much damage, but yeah, we'll just have to see how it plays out, Maybe someone's feeling forgiveful. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
We will see. Stay tuned.
Thank you so much.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, right over here.
Okay. The group BFDI. I have a little theory I want to run with by you guys. So we've seen that Yoyolite is immensely powerful and can alter the way the universe looks. We've also seen that there was a drastic change in the animation style between seasons 3 and 4. My theory is, was the change in animation between IDFB and BFB caused by Yoyolite?
That's a good theory. I mean, in some ways, the animation at the end of BFDIA is so much more polished than like later seasons. Maybe there's like anti-Yoilite to make it, because like by IDFB it's like we were younger again, so maybe it's like anti-Yoilite. That's my theory. So maybe our theories combined is the truth.
Thank you. Yeah, right over here.
My question is, what if Black Hole had 2 power? What would we do with it?
Well, first of all, I'd like to see Black Hole become a green hole, just because everyone's leaves turn green when they get power, right? Well, what happens to Black Hole?
I mean, something we saw in this episode was one set like sniffing flowers and saying like, oh, you can't do this to Black Hole. So I think that he would like to just be able to do things that the other characters would do for someone that he's missed out on, you know, like smelling flowers. I think that would be important to him. Yeah.
Or just like touching grass, you know?
Touch the grass.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we're gonna go right up here.
My question is for BFD. In BFD 17, Fiery gives a reference to to X finds out his value. He's gonna say to 4, let's go to the equation playground. So how does Fiery know about the equation playground?
I think the equation playground just has that effect. Everyone just says, let's go there. They don't want to do it.
I think it's a coincidence.
Yeah. Great. Thank you. Yeah, right over here.
If possible, I would like maybe all of you guys to answer your last quickly on. Has there ever been a contestant in II or BFDI that you felt sorry for? Either they got eliminated or something bad happened to them?
Oh, I felt really bad for Marshmallow in II. Season 1, episode 3, when like Knife is like sticking like grilling her, you know, and sticking a stick through her.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. Knife eventually had to atone for that at the end of the II2 movie. That's a good answer.
I felt bad for Knife turning into a ghost. I mean, that sacrifice.
Sure.
You know, that moment. And yeah, Ice Cube, you know, she gets melted a lot. I feel like I'm constantly like, oh, poor Ice Cube. I don't know.
I felt pretty bad for Lai when she got out. I thought it was a little early for her. But I also felt bad for 3. I think 3 went through something that was pretty crazy. So yeah, I felt bad for 3 too.
I also feel bad for myself. Turned into Legos, but we're back. We have people on iPad. We're my 3s. Woo!
See you 3s. Thank you. Yeah, and right over here.
Hi, I'm Helen. I'm a fan of 4X and 3. Quick question. When is 3's second eye is gonna come back?
Well, I mean, I know 4 likes to play with his eye, so maybe 4 can lend 3 his eyeball. Would you like that, 3?
Say hi.
I would like to see you again, yes, please.
Hi, Helen.
Thank you so much.
Hi, what was your name again?
Helen.
Hi, Helen.
Hi, Helen.
And thank you for your question.
Thank you, man. Right over here.
Me from 4 over here. Oh, you're very welcome.
I have a question. Would you ever bring a Lethal Forest official plushie?
A meat form for us official plushie, you say? Funny you should ask this question. Something of the sort may be announced very, very soon. Now don't tell anyone!
And much like Brian just did, he may talk as well.
True, and they recorded some special lines, yelling at everyone that purchases the plush. So you can enjoy it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Meatball and 4S wanted the screen to go away. I think it's what happened.
That's true, I wanted to focus on myself.
Much like in the real show, he didn't win there. We're gonna go up here.
Hello, I was wondering, this is a little bit of a silly question. Choose any character from any show. What would their Pokemon specialty be? Like, what would their tech specialty be?
Oh, so you're talking about like electric biographics?
I'm Graphene. I'm not real Graphene.
I guess Grassy is definitely a grass type.
I think that Nickel would be the normal type because it's perceived as the worthless one, which they always call me. Which makes me sad.
I think 3 would definitely be electric with all the powers she has.
I feel like Puffball would be like fairy type. I think that would fit Puffball like really well.
That's true. Like, is Jigglypuff fairy type?
I think she's now.
Oh yeah. And they sound very similar. They don't sing really well.
Yeah, I think Puffball would fit that. Yeah. Thank you.
And we are down to our final 4 minutes or so of the Q&A, so we're going to try to get through as many as we can, but no one leave after because we have a very fun surprise when the Q&A is over. So don't go anywhere. And we're going to go right up here. Sorry, I don't think we quite heard that. Get a little closer to the mic.
Aside from Mimi, whose favorite is alternate nature, do any other vocal characters, any other actors have favorite vocalists?
Besides Yin Yang, does any other character like a Vocaloid?
I would say I do. That's fact. It just makes sense. That's what I like. Yeah.
Yeah. I know Test Tube really also likes Hatsune Miku. It's hard. Shout out to that. Thank you. Yeah, right over here.
So my question is that if Evil Weekly is created when Normal Weekly is feeling pain and anguish, does that mean that other Weeklies could be created when she's feeling other emotions strongly?
Well, we did see a little sneak peek of Calm and Peaceful Leafy. Does anyone remember them?
I remember them.
I don't know. I feel like the sort of frustration and anger that like Leafy feels is like a higher level of emotion, which is why that happens. But maybe other emotions aren't strong enough to spawn an entirely new Leaf. So that's what I would say. Thank you for your question.
Right over here.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, I'm so nervous. But my question is, before Cobbs died, we seen him act aggressive towards the contestants plus Miko. Would he act differently to other objects that weren't made by Miko, like his coworkers or family?
That's a very good question, and one we will most certainly be delving into in the future.
Nice.
I think the answer is yes. He's a very complex individual, but yeah, I mean, he saw the contestants basically as like insects, and himself an exterminator in a sense. And he found, I mean, even just as his creation, you'd think he'd have a certain amount of pride in him, but no. So whatever little respect he had for Mifone, he had even less for the contestants, which I love seeing Suitcase blow him up. So, yeah, but that's a great possible.
We do not want to shy away from the flashbacks, as you saw with episode 6 today. So, yeah, get ready for some Cobb's backstory in the future.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mike. Right over here.
This is for Michael and Gary. All the BFDI contestants, which one were you expecting to win?
Oh, which one we were expecting to win BFDIA? Well, I think what's crazy is that when you look at the second season voting, at the very beginning of BFDIA, Rocky has the most votes. And so I think I just thought naively that meant he was going to win. But then he ended up being like the 6th boot.
And I was hoping for Puffball to win. I think, you know, if she just hadn't done that sabotage, you know, it would have all gone according to plan.
Thank you for your question.
It's hard to believe considering.
Right over here.
Oh,
never mind.
Another question. Will Pencil sacrifice herself to redeem her redemption and possibly not her friends will not select her, but they will still respect her when she does sacrifice herself?
So I didn't fully get the end, but are you saying like would Pencil sacrifice herself like in the one fight? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
All I'll say is stay tuned for the next episode, and you'll see.
Sometimes you just have to do what you have to do.
Stay tuned. Cheers, man.
And right over here.
I am Subir. I'm from India, and I'm from the biggest TV.
Wow.
Also TV.
Wow. Thank you for coming.
So my question is, there's a
to like bed or TV or other characters?
I was just saying an underdog season of the contestants who didn't get much screen time so far. I think that'd be really good. I want more Robati screen time, so we'll put him in there.
I mean, I'm thinking just a 100% mechanical mind season. No dialogue.
Yeah, I definitely want to see more on TV, so.
Oh, it's all his fault that T-Bot 19 happened.
I guess it kind of is.
Yeah, I guess it kind of is. Maybe he's less of an underdog and more of like the most powerful dog.
I forget it.
And thanks for being so
Thank you so
much.
BFDI, whatever episode that
We
was.
are going to our final question right over here. In Teapot 23, what did Bracelet mean when they said that Doyle said he was back? Was it moved or destroyed? Or did something else happen to it?
I just had a lapse and I forgot I was there the whole time!
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to say anything about what's possibly going to happen in IFB, so we'll say stay tuned. But yeah, we're excited. We know Joseph Pat has already begun planning some stuff for that season, so yeah, which is really exciting.
Yeah, all will be explained in IDFB 2 onward.
Yeah. Thank you. You have all been an outstanding audience. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Goodbye.